Everything has a cost. Everything requires investment, investing your time, your energy, your relationships, some memories, whatever it might be. So that's why this question, if I say yes to this, what important priorities, opportunities, or peace of mind am I sacrificing is so important.
Welcome, everybody, to the Chris Harder Show, where we are making you unapologetic about your pursuit of success, knowing that when good people like you make good money, they can then do great things. My name is Chris Harder, and several times per week, I will bring you epic guests, solo episodes, and every single tool, trick, and skill set you need to grow your business, grow your money mindset, and to grow your wealth to levels that you have never reached before. I've ended up in a unique place in life where I've got the experience, the connections, and all of the secrets that it takes to be successful. And I'm lifting the curtain to reveal it all to you in an effort to help put you in a position of abundance so great that you can then be as generous as possible. So let's lock arms and let's get started.
And we're back
with another episode of He Said, She Said.
Okay, so people are loving this 90-day blueprint that we dropped. I mean, I knew they'd like it. We worked hard on it, but they freaking love it. Do I care what it is?
Well, I think it's because so many of us, for me, you literally know that half of my career was spent anxious, confused, not knowing what I'm doing every single day. And that is the worst feeling as an entrepreneur. Your head hits the pillow at night and you feel overwhelmed and frustrated, like you didn't move the needle and you're not getting to your goals. You feel freaking stuck. You feel kind of useless, even though you're exhausted every single night because you're not seeing big movement in your business. And it's because so many people from year 1 to 3, and often even up to year 5, don't know what the heck their plan should be, and they don't even have a plan. Mm-hmm. So that's why, with us doing this and now getting so clear on what we're doing, we want to share that with people because we always know what we're up to in our business now, which, Chris, it has literally changed my life knowing what our entire year is and planning it out with the team. So the 90-day blueprint is a proven strategy that's going to help you scale faster and smarter so that you're not guessing. You're not waking up and going, what the heck should I be doing? So that you know what is actually driving real growth in your business. And it's figuring out what is driving real growth in your business. So maybe you don't even have any idea where that income is going to be coming from. And this is about uncovering hidden revenue streams that feel like quick wins as well. And you and I, through the years, have done this so many times where we're like, okay, I know that we want to be making our website better. I know that we want to make our branding better. I know that we want to do all of these different things, but we need freaking money through the door right now. And so we've always gone back and gone, okay, how can we get some quick money through the door? And that's been huge for us. I know even for our goals throughout years, we've done that with some really big things. I've been like, let's get back to the money. How do we get those quick wins? It's also going to help you gain clarity and momentum by setting one game-changing goal at a time. And this is going to be figuring out exactly what that goal should be. So you guys can go and download this. It's just for you. We created it just for you based off of all of the things that we've done and all that we're doing with our incredible CMOs that we've hired. So go and follow this plan. Where can we get it?
Okay. All you have to do, and it's totally free, by the way, no strings attached, no joke, totally free, no strings attached. Go to chrisharder.me/90day. That's 90-day. chrisharder.me/90day. That's chrisharder.me/90day. Seriously, totally free. Our gift to you. It's what we needed. And we are kind of hard at it build out. We're like, this would be a really great opt-in. Like, when you want to help people kind of, get on your email list, that kind of thing, you have to give them a gift. You have to give them value in exchange. And that's what this is. So chrisharder.me/90day. Okay. So I've been trying to work through a decision. Should I partner on this project with these people or not? And it's so hard to make decisions sometimes. Like, all of us can get so paralyzed when there's a lot of good reasons to do it. And then when there's a few reasons that you don't want to do it. And this one decision, do I partner with this person or not on this thing, has just been the most paralyzing decision. And you took me out to lunch. You're like, hey, let's just go do the 7 questions. And it helps so much. I've got clarity now on whether or not I want to do this. And that's what we're all seeking, right? We're seeking clarity. And so I thought a fun episode would be, because, you took me out to lunch and walked me through 7 questions. What if we virtually took everybody out to lunch and we could walk them through the 7 questions?
We're forgetting
What are we going to eat, right?
It feels like a burger Sunday, even though you
Right.
guys are hearing this on like a Thursday or something.
Burger Sunday, Burger Thursday, doesn't matter. But I thought it'd be really cool to share the 7 questions that you walked me through.
Maybe I should use these 7 questions to see if I should eat a burger or not.
Hey, that's a decision. If
Really
you've got
actually works.
decision fatigue around it.
I do want to say why decisions are so hard for people is because they truly feel like there are bad decisions. And there are no bad decisions. There are only consequences to your decisions. There's only results. That's it. So, what we're trying to figure out is the result that you're going to live with. That's all. And I want to just like let you know throughout my life, I feel like I've made a lot of bad decisions. And looking back, they've been great decisions. Or they were decisions, not necessarily great. They were decisions that were meant to be for my path as lessons.
Good things come out of it.
Good things come out of it. So I always just want to say, like, honestly, in the decision making arena, you're going to make a decision. And the only way that it's going to turn into a good decision is if you decide that it was, and if you decide you learned from it. And otherwise, there are bad decisions if you don't learn from them. So, all right, let's start with number 1.
Question number 1. Does this decision actively move me closer to my long-term business or goals or health or whatever, life goals, or is it just a distraction? Let me repeat it. Does this decision move me closer to my long-term business, health, or life goals, or is it just a distraction?
I'm just thinking of the cheeseburger. Okay, but this is so real right now because when you're thinking of some of the decisions we talked about, one was with a partner, one is another one that we're not saying right now because it's a big decision for him. And when you're running yourself through these different questions, you have to really think about, is this moving you closer to the person that you want to be, or is it moving further away from that goal? Because it's not just about this one decision. There's going to be a million other decisions like this. So it's like inch by inch, is it moving you closer or is it moving you further away?
And here's why this one question helped me. You know how it says, does this decision move you closer to your long-term business, health, or life goals? Well, I thought I was making a business decision, but I was actually just able to say, wait, this moves me closer to one of my life goals.
Mm,
And I wasn't even thinking in terms of, hey, what are some of the things in my life goals
yeah.
that this could affect? I was just thinking business, business, business. So it's such a great question. Does it move you closer to your business, health, or life goals, or is it just a shiny distraction?
I want to say, like, for people with 2 startups too, and also obviously personal brands and masterminds and events, with startups and with different companies, when we were thinking of starting our startups, it's a lot of starting, Chris. When we were thinking about it, it's like, that's a really big decision. And it's also extremely risky. You guys, startup life is like, majority of startups do fail. And so when Chris and I were thinking about, do we really want to put ourselves through this? Do we want to take what is right now for both him and I, the biggest risks of our life that we've ever taken? And there's a lot of things that when you really write out the list on paper, it's probably not a winning list of should you start that thing when you really talk to different people, except both of our life goals is to really have something big that we can sell, to be able to have that experience that we grew something from nothing and created it and built a team and made it an obsession worthy thing and really got to impact a lot of people's lives. That's probably, I think I can speak for you, our biggest business goal, like our biggest career and business goal. And Chris and I are very obviously business entrepreneurial focused. And so even though it looks risky and crazily challenging on paper and really can change your life and make it more stressful, it moved us in such a huge way towards our ultimate life goal. So even when life gets hard and we go to this place where we're like, God, why did we start this thing? This is so crazy. I can't imagine, like, what could we do to like get rid of it? Okay. That might, as every entrepreneur knows, that question goes through your head weekly. Like, why did I start this? Should I keep doing it? But ultimately, because our life goal is this is who you want to be and what you want to do, that keeps us going all of the time because we have those goals in the forefront of our mind.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify this other decision that, we were talking about has nothing to do with our startups at all.
No.
It kind of sounded that way. It has nothing to do with those. But you were using it as an example, like in case somebody was deciding, should they take on this big thing or not? So question number 2 is this. If I say yes to this, what important priorities, opportunities, or peace of mind am I sacrificing? And this is big. Guys, here's the truth. Everything has a cost. Everything requires investment, investing your time, your energy, your relationships, some memories, whatever it might be. Everything's a trade off. There's nothing in life that isn't. Sitting on the couch watching TV is a trade off. So that's why this question, if I say yes to this, what important priorities, opportunities, or peace of mind am I sacrificing is so important.
Oh man, this is a really good one because a lot of times we make decisions from a place of excitement or being in the energy of something. And we don't back out and get a full picture of what is all included in the planning, in the creating. What will my day to day life look like? And that's a question that I ask myself, or I asked myself before creating this company is, wait, okay, this sounds fun. This sounds exciting. I like the end result, right? I like that I have something that I could sell. I like that I have something that makes me be with like a bunch of different people, like very high level people who've created products before, all the different things that I get to do. But what does the actual day to day life look like? And is that something that I'm going to enjoy, or is that going to be something that is sacrificing my peace every single day?
Question number 3 then is, what is the absolute worst case scenario? Can I handle it? And is it worth the risk? Like, what is the ROI on taking this risk? But the spirit of this question is, what is the worst case scenario and can I handle it? I always call this playing the movie to the end,
Yep.
which I think is borrowed from like AA or something like that. And when they say when you're about to make a decision, play the movie to the end. I don't know. I haven't been, but that's where I think that originates from. And that's what you have to do. You have to play that movie to the end. If I make this decision and it collapses and this bad thing happens and that bad thing, how bad can it get? And once I paint that picture, can I handle that version of bad?
And I want to add one more question to that. And what lesson did I learn that completely changed my life and now is allowing me to do what? Because even with people with failures, right? Majority of people don't regret it because it opened up another opportunity or taught them something or changed them into a person who can go and do something even bigger.
Love it. Number 4, am I making this decision from fear or from the version of me who already has what I want?
Oh, I
Damn,
love this
that's
one.
good. Let me repeat it. Am I making this decision from fear or am I making it from the version of me who already has what I want? Now,
That
what
is such a
devil's
good one.
advocate? What if someone's like, yeah, but I don't have what I want?
Okay, well, you picture the person that you
Yep.
want to be. You picture that you already have the things, you're already there, you already have the company, you've already done the thing. Does that decision feel lighter and easier? Because the person that you're going to be in the future that you see in your head is a lot stronger, right? They have a different network. They have probably more money. And the most effed up part of all of this is that you have to make decisions from that future version of yourself in order to meet that version of yourself, or you never will. Because if you make more decisions from the version of yourself that you are now, all you get is more of what you already have.
All right, 3 more questions. Number 5, if I had to decide in 5 minutes, right on the spot, pressure's on, what would I choose? And how would I feel the day after making that choice? If I had to decide in 5 minutes, what would I choose and how would I feel the next day when I woke up?
That's a good one because, sometimes people will ask me to dinner a month out. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. And then week of, maybe I got so busy, my schedule got so crazy. And it wasn't necessarily something that I super wanted to do because I didn't think about it. And I thought of it, on the spot, on the fly, I said yes. And now what I do to back down from those or give myself some space around those decisions is I think of this literally. I'm like, okay, it literally was the 5 minutes before I had to go, or a day before I had to go. I know it's a little different, but if it was a day before I had to go, how am I feeling? Well, I don't know how I'm feeling because I don't know what was on my agenda. So maybe I could decide a little bit closer to it. That always helps me.
The spirit of this one to me is a little bit different. The spirit of this one to me is, when I wake up tomorrow, how am I going to feel that I made this decision today? Which is similar to what you're saying, but I just think that in itself is a powerful question. It never feels good or bad in the moment that you're making the decision because you're still making it from a place of being torn. So after you make it, no matter what you make, how are you going to feel tomorrow when you make it? Is it going to feel light? Is it going to feel relief? Is it going to feel horrible? And if you can picture that, then that's your answer to number 5.
I morphed that into the question I wanted.
I like it. Number 6, will this create more freedom, joy, and momentum? Or will this create more stress and obligation?
Oh man. Well, these are so good, but also so tough because there are certain things in life that you feel you have to do, maybe for friends or family. And I think this is where it comes into, obviously, this is a great question that can help simplify a lot of things, but we know that in decision making, it's really layered because it depends on who you're making this decision around. So if this is around family and you are like, well, it's going to, if I'm being honest, some of this is going to create more stress and obligation. And then you have to say, okay, but does this line up with who I want to like be known as and what type of family member and person that I want to be? So yes, we have this question, but also Chris and I are working on kind of like these life core values of who we want to be. So if we feel good, like we've fulfilled on our contract for that month or week or whatever it looks like, that yes, I'm acting as like the daughter and, sister and friend that I want. So I feel okay saying no to this, or I feel okay saying yes to this, even though it feels stressful. It does fulfill the contract that I've made with myself around wanting to be this type of person for this person. So at the end of the day, that's going to help me let go of the resentment, because that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to let go of, get you to a place with a decision that you make that you feel committed to either way, even if it's what Chris and I call the best worst decision. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to make the best worst decision because it doesn't feel great to you, but it fulfills on who you want to be.
Love it. And number 7 is fun, but actually really helpful. It's if I had $10 million extra in the bank right now, what choice would I make for my happiness and goals? Right. And now some people can hear this like, yeah, but I don't have $10 million or $5 million or $50 million. It doesn't matter, right? I don't have it in the bank right now. So it has nothing to do with me making this decision about, do I take this job or not? And actually, that's not necessarily true because the spirit of this question helps you identify, am I making this decision out of scarcity, which sometimes that's reality? Am I making this out of scarcity, or am I making this out of alignment and what I really want if I wasn't making just a pure money decision?
Totally.
And guys, I'm telling you, in life, I know it's hard to understand when you've got financial stress, and trust us, we've been there before, like broke, the whole 9 yards. So I'm not speaking from theory here. I'm telling you, when you make something out of purely a financial decision and nothing else, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to end up not liking the results of that decision. You have to let these other things come into play, even when money is tightest. And I hope that lands on someone where money is tight right now and they're about to make a decision that was going to just set them back even further, taking that high interest debt or whatever it might be. I'm telling you, you can't make financial only decisions. So have fun with number 7. If I had an extra $10 million in the bank right now, what decision would I be making? So hopefully these help you guys out a ton. Go through them. They're in show notes. Same with the link to the 90-day blueprint, which is chrisharder.me/90day. That's 90day, chrisharder.me/90day. And one more really fun thing. You guys have been hearing rumor, some of you have been hearing rumor, that we are launching a more entry-level online business incubator where we're pulling in some of the most talented friends that we have in their areas of expertise that will be available to you as a free resource if you're in the program, literally to loom back and forth with and get guidance. It's the freaking coolest thing we've ever put together.
We are so excited about this because we've had something similar in the past and it was so insanely popular, and Chris and I got super busy, and now we've learned how to be able to fit this in so that it benefits you guys beyond anything that we've ever created before. So I literally cannot wait for so many reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is because I know what this is about to do for so many of you, because we've seen these results and impact on things that we've done, and this has improved like 10x.
Yeah, we're basically giving you the access to the experts that you can't afford to assemble on your own. And it's unlimited. It's freaking cool. Anyhow, we're not going to tell you where to get it. We're not going to tell you yet. We just wanted you to know it's coming. Start to build the appetite a little bit, and we will drop more details on that soon. In the meantime, thanks for listening. We love and appreciate you.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Thanks for listening. And if you loved this episode and know of someone else who is as successful as they are generous, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world to me if you help me get this cause and this message out to as many listeners as I can. So please, if you liked what you heard, it goes a long way if you take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review and share this with your friends. I'll be forever grateful. And until the next episode, cheers to your success.